Hi everyone, I'm going to do two videos today. Well, I'm going to film two videos today just because I'm going to be gone for the holidays, which is next week. So right now I'm going to do this week's reading, and then I'm going to stop the video and upload it for you to watch this week. Then I'm going to film the second video, and then I'm not sure when I'm going to load that one, but it will be up maybe even beforehand, before the holidays come around. I don't know what just happened there, but this one card caught my eye, which usually doesn't happen. Usually I focus and shuffle and they kind of move for me, and that's usually how I pick cards. But this card, for some reason, looks different. It looks like it's a different color than the other cards, which is bizarre. But anyway, we'll just go along with that, trust that, and pull that card. And now I will really focus for the messages that will benefit everyone watching this for this week. And happy early holidays to everybody, by the way, because it is kind of a stressful time. So make sure that you take time for you. For the beginning of this week, we have Relationship, which is the card that really caught my eye. It says, your primary relationship is with yourself and God / universe. We've been through this before. Source, spirit, divine, doesn't matter what you call it. It's all love, capital L. And every other relationship follows from there. So from your relationship with, your higher self, or with God, or the universe, whatever you want to call it. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving Creator. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. This has probably come up a lot over this year. I feel like it has. And I think we just easily tend to forget that if we want to heal any of our relationships or friendships, we can. And it just starts with setting that intention. Intention is where everything begins, and it means everything. And I think sometimes we forget that, and we try to go externally and try to fix things, or we blame ourselves, or we blame others to see what's wrong, or what do we do to deserve this, and blah blah blah. Nothing ever happens as punishment. Remember, things happen perfectly and at the perfect divine time. And sometimes soul contracts just end, and sometimes they go through a really rough time, and sometimes your soul contracts meet up with someone else, and you're meant to come back together, and sometimes you're not. And this is the kind of thing that you can't really predict. You just have to kind of go along with it. But always have faith and trust that you can heal yourself, which is the root of all your relationships, right? And I'm reminded as well to take a look at this card, and you can see that the forest is in the back, and it's going into the light, right? Like this cool unicorn thing is going into the light, which just represents that all of the past issues that you've had are behind you, and it's time to let it go, let all that old stuff stay in the past, your relationship problems, the things that you were focusing on, all the negative stuff is behind you, Keep your focus, because you're going forward. And it's okay. I was saying this last night. Since I believe there's a full moon, I don't know if it's tonight or it's sometime this week, but I certainly am feeling it. It's okay to look back. I like to look back on old pictures sometimes, and it reminds me of how far I've come, because sometimes I think I'm so future focused and stressed out about what I need to do and what I need to work on, blah blah blah, and I forget to enjoy the present moment. I think we're all guilty of that sometimes. But also, focusing on the past too much isn't really good either. It's trying to find that balance, right? And you're going to get off balance sometimes. It's not going to be 50-50 equal, You're going to have times where the tails are the scales are tipped is what I'm trying to say. That's a little tongue twister for me. Sometimes it's going to be a little bit like this, a little bit like this, but it's a balance, right? And it doesn't have to be perfectly, it's not going to be stagnant in the middle, staying still. It's going to always be fluctuating a little bit. So anyway, it's okay to look back on old pictures, and it's okay to remember who you were, because I really do think it's important to recognize your growth. And that can be over the past 10 years, over the past 20 years, over the past year, over the past month, over the past week. And it's insane just to think how much we grow spiritually, especially, because I go through so many rapid changes, and I kind of forget that it wasn't all that long ago that I wasn't doing what I'm doing today, right? So you have to give yourself credit, and it's okay to look back, as I say, but try not to get too wrapped up in who you used to be, because I feel like when you start going through old pictures or old videos or old whatever, old letters, it's really easy to get caught up in that emotion, and you almost feel like you are back in time and you are in that state that you were in whenever it was, whenever you were going through a rough time or whenever you were faced with a really big life challenge. If you look back on those times, I feel like if you think about it, you can obviously get trapped in the past really quickly, but especially I feel like when you have that physical evidence that, hey, this is what I looked like, or hey, this is sparking my memory, this is what I was going through, this is what I wrote when I was going through whatever. And it's so easy to just lose yourself and to feel like you're a victim, right? Like you can feel like you're a child again or whatever the situation is. So remember that you're safe now in the present moment when you're going through old things from the past. Stuff like this comes up always, usually around the time that we have a new moon. So something to consider anyway. This is all just coming up. It's not coming up to pain you or to punish you. It's coming up for clearing and for releasing. So when you have all of these things come up, I notice that it's at the time, leading up, building up to a full moon. So just something to become more conscious of. And, if it helps you to write things out, then do that. Or if it helps you to, burn a letter, then do that. Do whatever you need to do to help you get through the new moon. And like I said, it's here to help you. It's here to help you release, surrender, and just, the stuff is coming up to catch your attention. It's not coming up just to hurt you. So keep that in mind for the beginning of this week. For the middle of this week, we have innocence. Many times people think that innocence or being childlike is naive, but it's not. So you notice how all the quotations I have today, it's because they're judgments. They're not real. We create our own reality, and it doesn't matter what anyone thinks. And being innocent and having a childlike look on the world is fantastic. Many of us are earth angels do, and we need that in the world. There's a lot of, obviously, responsibility that everyone has as a working adult in this world, but we need people who are creative and who are funny, and we need people to express themselves and to put out any kind of writing or art. And we need this. We need people who aren't afraid to look innocent or to feel innocent, or who express their innocence. This is important in this world because obviously we do have a lot of negativity out there, and there's a lot of horrible things that happen in the world, and the people who really help us rise up and raise the vibration of the earth and of the universe in general are the people who allow themselves to be childlike and to be innocent, because it's a very divine thing to honor yourself and to honor your inner child. The card says, "Beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more." The word of peace, the message of peace, has been coming up a lot lately. I think that really obviously has to do with the holiday season, because we're hoping for peace, we're praying for peace. I just read a message about this from Archangel Gabriel, it was a streamed message from my friend Shelley Young, who is fantastic, and she streams a lot of Gabriel's messages. So you can check her out. I'll probably leave a link at some point below in the text box on YouTube. And she is amazing. But anyway, I just read this probably 5 minutes ago. The same message, really, for today, which is about peace, because we're praying for peace. Like I said, holiday season, we want peace, world peace, and I think that's something, again, rolls off the tongue. Joy to the world, peace, we want peace, world peace, I want world peace. It's easy to say these things, and it all stems from your relationship with yourself. See how that ties together? Holy crap, I'm impressed. It stems from your relationship with yourself. You can't be trying to save the world and trying to preach about world peace if you're not feeling peaceful within your own being? The only way you can help the world achieve greater peace is if you work on achieving inner peace. And that's so funny, relationship with yourself. It ties in together. Hilarious. Angels are funny how they, put things together like that. And how do you achieve inner peace? Everyone has their own way, right? It's about finding that stillness and just allowing yourself to be for a while and not worrying about judgments, once again. Allowing yourself to find time to do whatever it is that you love to do. If you feel like you really need to rest, which is what I'm feeling lately, I'm having a hard time allowing that because it's a holiday season and I feel like I have to do this, and this, and blah, 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 crazy schedule, and I have to do this and that, and it's about honoring yourself and honoring your body, honoring what you feel, because you're always being guided and you're always connected to your higher self, and it's important to do innocent-like things and activities, right? So taking yourself out for a walk or going to the park or, I don't know, painting, doing something where you're being mindful and you're not stressing out about things. Think about childlike things. What did you like to do as a child? Bring these things into your everyday life if you can, especially around the holiday season, right? And that will bring you peace. I think that's what I can suggest anyway. I can't tell you what to do. It's again about finding your own way to still yourself and to find inner peace. But think about it. Think about, what did you love to do as a kid? What do you love to do now? Are you making time for yourself to do that now? It's a very stressful time of year, financially, energetically, because we're around a lot of people, a lot of family. We worry about a lot of judgment, right, at this time of year especially. And obviously the whole commercialism of the holidays is getting a little ridiculous. So it's important to find peace within yourself. And the message too that comes to mind is that you can't wait for the storm to pass in order for you to find peace. It's about finding inner peace first, and then the problems around you will kind of not seem so heavy, and they probably won't be around as long, if you find your inner peace first within the storm. That's what it's about. It's not about waiting for the storm to pass and waiting for peace. You can create peace in any moment. So it's about finding that within yourself. Take time to do things that you love to do, things that you find fun and enjoyable or relaxing. Take a bath, a really long bath. Things to do, keep that in mind. Like just these little things that will really help you over the holiday season through the chaos. Find your inner peace throughout the chaos through this holiday season. And for the weekend, we have Go For It. We have lots of unicorns this week. That's the second one. That adds to the whole magicalness of the holiday season and the childlike vision as well. It says, your prayers and positive... I can't speak today, apparently. You guys have seen my tongue like 5 times. Your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. We've been working with you on this situation since its genesis, and we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path, as it will take you very far indeed. Go for it. Take care of yourself this holiday season. Don't feel guilty about it. Make sure that you honor yourself and honor your innocence. Go for it. Take action. This is just another message to take action on what you need to do for you, because we get into this state. I get into this state at any time during the year, but I feel especially right now during this holiday season, we feel very pressured to just give out. We exhaust ourselves, we have no energy. I'm already walking into the holiday season with very low energy because I'm just exhausted, so it's very important to take care of yourself and to go for it. Stick to it. Don't be ashamed. Don't feel guilty. There's no reason to be guilty to take care of yourself. It's not selfish, because when you take care of yourself, your body, your energy, in every way, if you you can take care of yourself in so many ways, right? And the more you take time to do that, the better you show up for everyone else around you. So if you really want to give a gift to anyone this holiday season, or if you want to give a gift to anyone or anything in this universe year-round, the best gift that you can give out is you being happy and you feeling inner peace, because when you're in a peaceful or happy or joyful state, you emit this amazing energy and vibration which is felt by everything and everyone around you. So don't forget that. Looks like a pretty fabulous week. Make sure you take time for yourself. Think about what really makes you happy and take time to do that without feeling guilty about it. Again, this is going to affect everyone around you. Have a fabulous week, everyone, and I will be loading the second video for the holiday season very shortly. Take care. Bye.